So we have Old Glory, and it's the red, white, and blue.
And that's because for the project, which is Cal Humanities Community Stories, they are very interested in veteran stories. And so that's why I'm using Old Glory. It's a symbolism. People go in and fight through time on our own land with the Civil War, and of course in other places. So I'm putting in the midst of the flag the number of veterans that I could find. There's some in the old collection, like these two pieces. This gentleman is on here twice. He's here and here. He was very kind to talk with me. So these guys all talk with me at their annual picnic, and they told me where they served, what they did, and I told him what I was doing. He went home. I took this picture of him. He went home and found and emailed me this. He had his daughter help him email it using his phone, so I really like that. And his name is Richard, what is it? I'll find him anyway. But anyway, do you see it?
What war did he fight in?
He didn't fight in the war. He served. These guys are all either Korean, Philippines, or Okinawa vets, okay? And you can see some of them were in the Navy and some were in the Army. So it usually said, and this is the lone guy who was in the Air Force, and he's the one who didn't. He served his entire duty, he told me, in Pleasanton. He was like disappointed. I'm from around here and they kept me in Pleasanton. They never sent me anyplace else, but he was a psych tech. These guys were all buddies through time. These two guys are brothers. These are the Green brothers. And this gentleman is one of the people who originally started the picnic. But they've known each other for years, and so that's why they're kind of clustered together, because they knew each other. I can see where I left the thread. But anyway, so if you look closely, and that's what I have to do, I have their names, and I'm sure
Incorporated into the piece.
Incorporated into the piece. Where they served. See, he was in the Navy, and he was in San Diego, and these two guys are buddies too. So they were in Okinawa. He did security.
And then you have the lovers photo at the top right.
Right, and so that's one of the oldest. I was trying to find as many old ones, but those are the only two that they had, and I don't know who they are.
And then above you also have the stitching of Korea.
Korea, okay. So he may have been in Korea too, because these guys are too young to be in World War II.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, but
they'd be dead.
Yeah, they would be dead
or dying.
Very, very, very old, right? But yeah, so I enjoyed hearing their stories about how they knew each other, their lives in. Like I remember when I went to the first picnic, which was 2 years ago. He told me that he also lived with his grandmother someplace else. He would come back to Russell City, and how much more comfortable it felt to him than some of the other places that he went to. And I think it was like El Cerrito or someplace like that. He just felt more at home being in Russell City.
So you've generated a close connection with these people.
So I'm showing that they know each other. They all talked about just the sense of community that they felt. They talked about the food, and even, primarily black people were going to the Russell City Country Club, but these two guys say how they used to, and they were kids, so they couldn't necessarily go in, how they'd kind of be out in the background, and the music would spill over, and how they liked the music, so they remember this. Oh yeah, I remember Miss Al's. Oh yeah, I love listening to those blues guitars and
nostalgia is always great. Isn't
it
it?
is. Yeah, it is.
Which is it's kind of the message of the piece.
Yes, this is all memory work. We're documenting a time past. And with these, I also try to show different kind of edging. So I'm trying to create movement because we have a flag, so it's not a standard edging on it either. So it's been fun, and I'm really glad I had an opportunity to talk about